Oi, gente, tudo bom com vocês? Eu sou a Alice e esse é o Ali&Aqui. E hoje eu quero contar pra vocês um pouco mais sobre as entrevistas que eu fiz em Miami. Eu fui pra Miami a convite da Netflix e representando a TV Cultura pra entrevistar o elenco de diversas séries. Então eu tenho várias entrevistas pra mostrar pra vocês. E, cara, o conteúdo foi muito especial, o convite da Cultura foi muito legal. E agora eu sou colaboradora deles, então direto eu apareço no programa Metrópolis aos domingos às 7 horas, falando sobre séries de televisão. Tanto séries brasileiras quanto séries gringas, eu sempre tô lá. Então assistam lá pra vocês me verem, mas também aqui no canal eu vou postar as entrevistas que eu fizer. E assim vocês podem ver em qualquer lugar. Combinado? E os nossos entrevistados de hoje, os meninos de 13 Reasons Why. Caralho, eu entrevistei o Dylan Minetti, que faz o nosso querido Clay, e o Christian Navarro, que faz o... Cara, foi incrível estar de frente pra eles, os dois são uns fofos, eles foram muito fofos comigo, porque eu tava só um pouquinho nervosa, né? Mas o Christian, que faz o Tony, ele disse que também era a primeira vez dele fazendo entrevistas dessa forma, e ele falou que ele também tava nervoso. Então rolou ali uma compreensão, entendeu? E foi muito, muito legal, e eu acho que a gente falou bastante sobre a importância da série. Então eu acho que a gente teve uma conversa muito legal sobre essa temática mais difícil que a série aborda, mas que também é igualmente importante. Eu acho que eles mostraram bastante o ponto de vista deles. E a gente falou um pouco aí também de como foi trabalhar nesse set, que pelo que a gente vê nas fotos foi super divertido, porque o elenco é todo muito maravilhoso.
Hey, it's Hannah. Hannah Baker. And if you're listening to this tape, you're one of the reasons why.
This is a wild game of survival.
Hi guys, thank you for having me. I love 13 Reasons Why. I read the book like, I don't know, 7 years ago.
Wow.
It's so cool. Have you read it?
Yeah.
Before or after?
I read it before.
For me, it was after, and I started reading it before I got there, and then I was talking to the creators and just kind of, we decided that the Clay that they were writing is the Clay that I'd ultimately be playing, and I decided I didn't want to get too wrapped up in what's going on in the book and the show, so I decided to finish it when I was done. I'm glad I did, and it made for a better reading experience too, having played this character for so long. It was a special book. It's great.
I want you to talk about like your characters. They are so different, you know, Tony and Clay. Tony is kind of a tough guy, Clay is kind of a nerd, and he gets drowned by the tapes, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard on him.
You're so right. It's quite a journey for Clay, and one that was fun to play and one to see pan out over the course of the season. Yeah, he goes through so many ups and downs and gets hurt physically at least once an episode and mentally all the time. You know that in the past he had anxiety and got panic attacks. We learned pretty early on, and you see that come out throughout the season multiple times. And there's so many dynamics. It was really intricate to play. But.
Yeah, I think that Tony's arc or journey through the show is so connected to Clay and his experience with the tapes, and he really gets to grow because of how he handles listening to the tapes and you know what comes of that. I think that it was great to be able to develop the characters in the process, our relationship that way.
So the show talks about some difficult subjects, you know, like depression, bullying, suicide, and I think it's great that we have a teen show that talks about it, because most teenagers get hurt by it, you know. So how was it to be on a show that talks about so deep subjects, you know?
I think it was humbling. We're working on a show that's entertainment, but it's bigger than that, and it's about touching these people who are so affected by this book. It has such a wide net, and it's been around for 10 years, so I think it was, yeah, you take a little bit of humble pie when you walk on set and you realize you're doing something that's important, not popcorn, you know.
The people that they had hired to make this, and also thanks to Netflix being Netflix and the way they work, which is there's no boundaries, and we had so much freedom to tell the story the way it should be told, truthfully, unflinching, and just be real. Yeah, you have to watch some things that are kind of unbearable, but you sort of have to be forced to see these things for the story, for you to feel the impact of what this really means and why this story needs to be told. So
while I was watching, I remember like stuff from my high school years, you know. So how was that for you? Did you remember anything? Have you been through something like that?
Yeah, I think we see things like that throughout life in general, even if it's not just in high school. But I will say that I didn't go to a proper high school. I kind of did a homeschooling charter school type situation. So I fortunately wasn't around it very much. But I mean, I don't know about if you have any stories or.
You know, I did the traditional high school thing, sort of, and I mean, I went to an arts high school, so it was a little bit different. You know what? High school, you get bullied and all that. I think what's tragic really is that as an adult now, I look around and you see it happening as an adult, and that is sort of unfathomable to me. Especially in light of working on this show, I see it sometimes now, and I go, what happened in high school to you that you haven't grown out of this? You know. So yes, I have experienced it, and on both ends really. So I'm proud to have been able to tell the story.
That's it, guys. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you.
It was so cool.
No, that happens to me all the time. Very nice to meet you.